Yo, welcome back to another episode of House of Artists podcast. My name is Dwayne. Here with my guys Chubbs and Joe. In this episode, we'll be discussing the harsh reality for every single team in the NFL and many other things, man. Before we get started, y'all know what to do. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow us everywhere on hdsportspod. Fellas, how we doing, man? How was your weekend? How was everything, fellas?
Pretty good weekend. Pretty good weekend. My youth basketball team won playoffs. We go play championship next weekend. So yeah, good weekend for me so far. Both my teams actually are playing the championship next weekend. I got two teams.
Coach Chubbs in the building.
What?
What type of coach are you?
I'm the head coach.
No, I'm saying.
Hey, you know what Sirianni said.
Rivers, or
I'm the head coach of the basketball team. I am.
You got to say what coach you.
No, you know what people call me because the kids I got on my team. They sound Pat Riley.
Why so? Do your team rebound really well?
My team is bigger than everybody, more athletic than everybody, rebound the shit out of the basketball, run up and down the court, layups, steals, everything. We're not the best shooting team, but we do everything else pretty well.
I dig it. Joe.
No, it was chill, man. I ain't doing much. Same old.
Play some 2K. DL's not here, but he did play 2K with us. So anybody, from Pod, he wasn't playing with us again, but we got him back on the court, man. All right, fellas, it's time to get into the harsh reality. So I have some things I have for each team. I want you guys to tell me if you agree or disagree, and if you do, why? If you do, don't, why not? We're gonna start in alphabetical order. So the first team is the Arizona Cardinals. For this team, this will more than likely be Kyler Murray's last year with this team. You guys agree or disagree?
Damn, that's tough because it all depends on performance. So
predicted.
I'm gonna say yes because I don't think they're gonna do enough this offseason in order to be successful in 2024/2025 season. So yeah, I think this probably is the end of Kyler because they won 4 games this year.
I think 4 or 5.
So I got a question for y'all. If Kyler played a whole season this year, how many more wins do they have? Do you think?
5 more.
So it's a 7/8 win football team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Sorry.
Why would he be gone?
Because if you look at he's entering, I think this is the final year of his contract, his rookie contract year. But listen to what I'm saying. They could probably trade him and get assets if they don't believe that this is the guy that's going to win them for right now or future. Because he's going on year 6. You're supposed to be entering your prime, like say year 6, 7. Really going into your prime.
Are we blaming the lack of success for the Cardinals?
No, but Joey, I'm just going off of how the NFL is. After 3 or 4 years of mediocre / unsuccessful seasons, QBs don't last. I don't care what pick you were. QBs don't last. Fucking Baker won the first playoff game in 2 decades, even maybe longer for the Browns. You see what they did to him.
They did that to get Deshaun Watson.
And he was the number 1 pick, though, is what I'm saying.
They did that to get Deshaun Watson.
But if Baker was winning games prior up until that, they wouldn't even entertain Deshaun Watson.
Baker went to the playoffs
1 time out of 4 years.
The Browns weren't good.
My point exactly. The Arizona Cardinals aren't very good.
All right. I'll disagree. I'm going to say no. I don't think it's going to be his last year. For the same purpose, I don't think they would get rid of Justin Fields because there's no weapons. Who have you given Kyler Murray? When you did give Kyler Murray someone, he was throwing him the ball and he was catching them. So I just don't see like you don't have a good defense, you don't have a good offense, and then you put this quarterback in this position and you think he's gonna ball.
I agree. I agree with you there, especially it was the first year with the coach earlier there. They started winning games. Those the 3 games.
Facts.
I think that he has like 2.
And then also they got a top 10 pick with 42 million cap hit. 42 million cap.
The 4th pick.
I just say top 10, not just top 10, because in top 10 things can shuffle, but
they're gonna get Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. So and then they have 42 million cap space. So I mean, and Arizona is not like a place like, oh, I don't want to go play in Arizona. No, Arizona's nice. So they have that for them too. So and I mean, I don't know if they're gonna get rid of him because, and also to get rid of Kyler Murray, there has to be some really good options, and they have to really, and for them to get another quarterback, they have to really be bad next year, and I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna say no.
All right, the Atlanta Falcons. In order for them to be successful, they need to decide whether to trade for Justin Fields or trade up for Jaden Daniels. You guys agree? And if so, which would you prefer that they do?
What their pick? I don't think they need a pick trade up for Jaden Daniels right now.
What's successful for that?
This year they were in contention to win the division, so they have to win.
I don't think they need to do either of those things to win the division.
You think they could ride with Desmond Ridder and win?
There's a reason why he got fired, Arthur Smith.
You think Desmond Ridder's a good quarterback?
I don't think he's good, but I think he's good enough to win that division.
So you got the 8th pick in the draft. Let's say Jaden Daniels falls to you. You keep him? You don't.
I mean, I don't think they have to move up to be successful. If he falls to him, great, get him. But I think
Daniels is like a mid-round, first-round pick. I don't see him being a top 10 pick.
Some people have the Patriots drafting him.
I know, but I don't see that really happening.
I don't know. I don't see them moving up. I don't think they have to. I think they're in a good spot with the pick that they have. The roster is nice. Like, they have a nice roster. We all were just sitting here and saying they're just not utilizing that team well enough.
Suck.
And we look at Desmond Ridder, and we said Desmond Ridder looks bad, but at the same time, anytime a quarterback had a bad coach or a coach that wasn't good enough, they tend to play bad. So I don't believe in Desmond Ridder. I didn't say I believe in Desmond Ridder. I think that team is good enough
to win.
I got a question.
Yeah, I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback.
I think this is very possible to happen. I just want to question, who's a better quarterback do y'all think? Desmond Ridder or Sam Howell? Because the reason why I'm asking this, I've seen some scenarios where Sam Howell gets traded for a 3rd or 4th round pick to the Atlanta Falcons for a year.
I'm Atlanta. I hate.
Yeah, but you're Atlanta. You hate that, but this guy actually throws the football away, and he might actually get Drake London and Kyle Pitts going. You never know. 3rd or 4th round, something. That's what he's probably going to go for if he gets traded.
You get a better person.
But I'm saying you could do it for a year and not have to worry about your
I'm saying
first round draft pick being a
you could get a
quarterback.
better draft pick. You could get a better person in the
Wait,
draft than Sam.
why wouldn't I draft a quarterback if I'm getting Sam
There's
Howell?
because you never. I'm saying if you don't pan out
I'm
after a
saying
year.
I'd rather
Let-
spend a third or
that-
fourth
hold on.
round pick on a running back,
Hold
a
on.
defensive player than Sam Howell.
Hold on.
Joey, there's been circumstances where people
going
traded
back.
for a mid
I'm
round pick
going
and then still
back.
drafted a quarterback next year.
That's where I'm saying. I'm saying why wouldn't they still draft a quarterback? Because Washington is literally saying we're going QB. And Sam Howell is there. So why would I pick up Sam Howell and be like, oh no, we're good off our quarterback? Like that just doesn't make sense.
For a year, you could use that pick for
not
somewhere
worth a
else.
Third round pick is very valuable pick, man.
Yeah, third round pick is a very valuable pick. Maybe fourth round.
Maybe 6. I'll give you a 6 for him.
I said
That's
maybe
crazy.
4.
They talking about trading Alvin Kamara to the Ravens for a 7.
That wasn't true. No, I know that was true.
All right,
He
man.
did throw for 4,000 yards this year, man. Like he
at one point he was leading the league in
crazy.
passing yards. At one point,
He was. Tua took it though.
he was behind the worst passing O line in the league too. He took the most.
He was too.
Mm-hmm.
But no, 6th round pick. Yeah, I'll try it out. A year for a 6th rounder. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're Atlanta, you don't need to trade up and reach.
They don't.
See what happens.
They don't need to trade up.
All right, next team we're going to is the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson will go down as the greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl.
How is that a harsh reality right now when he's still only 27 years old?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It could be harsh.
But I'm saying that's a discussion when he gets into his 30s. Like that's nasty, Wayne.
Bro, just answer the question.
That's really nasty.
You're saying he's not gonna win.
You better have the same question for Buffalo Bills.
Oh my god, bro! Can you just fucking answer the question, bro?
Why you just got so emotional right there?
Because there's a lot of great quarterbacks that have not won a Super Bowl.
That's great. And then Dwayne talk about Dan Marino all the time. Like, can't answer the question, man.
Joe, can you answer the question since Curly is struck a chord with Chubbs?
No.
So are you saying he's going to get one?
I would never in my lifetime think he would be better than Dan Marino.
So he won't ever get one, is what you're saying.
If he were to be the guy that never won a championship, I don't know if I'm gonna put him as the best. Lamar's unique. He's a unique player. Obviously the way he can do both. But for me, and if you're talking about me, I value my quarterback differently. Yeah, you can win games. But one of the things that I hate to see with quarterbacks is that if they take one thing away from you, can you do the latter and still win the game? There's not many guys that can do that. And it's hard to say because like Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl twice. You know, he broke records, multiple records, passing records. And it's gonna sound like hate, but like breaking rushing records for a quarterback, not many quarterbacks run. So like it's gonna be easier to break those rushing records. So I know a lot of people like, well, Lamar has records too. I get it, but it's like almost telling the center dribbled the ball most out of all the centers in the world. Right? Like, yeah, centers typically don't dribble. So that's just, I don't know, it's just my perspective on it. But I did say this is Lamar's best chance of winning a Super Bowl, and they lost. I think the team is going to get worse. I don't think they're going to get better the next year. So I'm going to have to say no, man. I don't think he is going to be the best quarterback to not win a Super Bowl.
That was already answered the question. I think he will go down as the greatest quarterback to it. Just because when you look at statistics, two-time MVP, chance he can win another one as well. Just with gets a third MVP, it's more than likely so that the greatest quarterback.
without going to any Super Bowls?
The question was with
That is a good question, Joey. I don't
because like
I'm in the lather. I don't know if he's ever gonna get to a Super Bowl.
Mahomes,
but
is
it
there
is
to
also
stay,
unrealistic to
so
think Patty's gonna continue to go to the Super Bowl for the next 12 years.
we said that about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady had a 10-year drought in between.
He did have a 10-year drought. That's correct. But he also had those other guys that was really great. That was winning. But you also got to see at the AFC is getting better every year. Every year. So like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's
that
just
to me,
me
I'm
saying
gonna
if he
say
don't
no
ever go
because
to
I think if he do get to Super Bowl, then he will win. Like if Lamar gets to Super Bowl, I think he will win the Super Bowl. Up to anything to say on the topic?
Lamar's gonna get to a Super Bowl. That's all I gotta say.
He's gonna get to Super Bowl. He's gonna win a Super Bowl.
He'll get a Super Bowl before it's all said and done.
Right.
He'll get one, and he'll only get one.
All right, next team, Buffalo Bills. Stephon Diggs will be traded, and Josh Allen will prove he never needed.
No, don't believe that.
Nope,
not at all. Tight end's not saving him.
So you think he will regress? Is what you guys are saying?
Yes. He's gonna hit interception numbers are gonna be higher too. Because he's gonna force a lot more.
I'm gonna disagree.
Wait. If Stephon gets traded and replaced by someone similar caliber, then it doesn't change. It doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. But if
he could end up there, actually.
If you trade Stephon Diggs and they draft a rookie receiver, he's gonna be bad.
I think he's evolved since then, and I think as far as turnovers, that's just always with or without Stephon. He always surprisingly in the playoffs he doesn't turn the ball.
And what level you think he's evolved?
I think he sees the field a lot better. I think he does take unwarranted risk, but in the playoffs he does not do that. That thing. And I've seen in games, it's a lot of games where we say where Stephon Diggs is at, he's getting shut out, and Josh Allen still came through. So,
all right, man. I do want to say this, bro, because like before Stephon Diggs was there, Josh Allen played the same way. He still did the same things. His turnover ratio has not
a better
changed.
Quarterback than he is.
You can say he's a better quarterback because Stephon Diggs is there.
I think it's
his passing completion was terrible.
Where he is now, because he was just bad as a quarterback, footwork bad. I think Brian Daboll got him right. Been a better quarterback since. Like, you can't tell me it's the same quarterback, bro. Because Stephon's not catching 20 touchdowns. Not doing that.
I'm not gonna.
You see Stephon disappear when it get cold from November to January. Like we see this, and Josh Allen still doing it.
I'm not gonna say he didn't get better, but I'm not gonna say he's so much better that when Stephon Diggs.
So where does he drop to? Because right now he's a top 5 quarterback. Where does he go to without Stephon?
Without Stephon, he stays in the top 10.
Drops?
What? I missed that.
He's currently top 5 without Stephon. Drop to.
To where he was without Stephon, borderline top 10.
Was he borderline top 10 without
Stephon?
Bro.
People were calling him basically Phillip Rivers. Without board man's Phillip Rivers.
I'm just saying, people was hyping him up before Stephon got there. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know
how percentage was shitty.
How much better did he really get? But I mean, if you talk about
no. First of all, people were talking about him being a bust before Stephon got there.
I'm saying, I'm thinking it's gonna go back to
borderline, no top 10, nothing.
That's what I was about to say. I don't know, but people were hyping him up though, and they were saying he need help. I remember that. I remember them saying that, but I don't know, man.
Right.
It's just drastically different with Stephon there.
But that's a rookie. That's a young guy. He's a vet
yeah,
now.
2 years without him.
He's a vet now, though.
Yeah, 2 years without him.
First 2 years in the league, Joe. He's a vet now.
What does that mean? Like first 2 years in the league, you can look amazing too.
Not in reality. Not all quarterbacks. Majority of the quarterbacks.
Yeah, he was struggling to get 3,000, and then he got.
You said majority of.
He got Stephon Diggs and 1,500 yards plus.
I'm just saying, like that's drastically different.
He also that's the year he got Brian Daboll too.
All right.
The year before he was 10-6, which isn't terrible.
All right. Obviously,
he had his best year with interception numbers without Stephon.
Obviously, the Daboll effect is not always the same. Daniel Jones is still Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones got paid, though. Daniel Jones just got paid. Don't do that.
Daniel Jones got paid because he was the running back of the team after Saquon got hurt. So that's why Daniel Jones got paid.
All right, man. Let's get to the Carolina. Their season rests on the idea of keeping Brian Burns.
No, not one player is not going to. No. They need a lot more than just retaining Brian. Brian Burns big. Don't get me wrong, but that one guy does not make up the whole shit that they need to fix over there. Sorry.
The same way I feel about the Falcons is the same way I feel about the Panthers. I don't think they need to make any drastic movements or drastic changes. I think you do bring back Brian Burns, but I don't think that's a huge factor. He's good, but also at the same time, he's how can I say this?
Expendable.
I don't want to say that, but no, he's been underwhelming. He's been underwhelming. He's been like the guy that we say, yo, we want him to be this guy on our defense. He is, but not at the same time. It's like, as in, like, if we lose you, I'm not talking about Brian Burns.
You talking?
No, go ahead. You're making faces. Might as well talk.
I just feel like that's very disrespectful.
What's disrespectful?
Especially because their defense is actually good.
What's disrespectful?
He's that guy. Him and Derek Brown are those two are those guys.
One of them,
and they've been changing up the scheme every year on Brian Burns. 1 year's a DN, 1 year's outside linebacker. The scheme has been changing. It's 3 years that he's been there. Out of his 5 years that he's been there, he's been with 4 different defensive coordinators.
And as that guy, what do you mean by that guy? Like, asking, like, oh, if you
and get him in the scheme, he's the best player on defense. He could be a top edge rusher in the league, like top 10.
When was he a top? When was he a top 5 edge rusher in the league?
I said he has had changes every year, mid-season. So
in different schemes, he couldn't give us a top 5.
With different coaching changes going on, Joey?
I mean, haven't we seen people go into one scheme in 1 year and ball out? No, we haven't seen. I mean, we've watched it with many guys come in.
Yannick Ngakoue is a scheme merchant.
Like Micah Parsons came into the system and he's like,
Mike is different. That's bad.
But when we look at Micah and then we look at what, do you remember how Brian Burns was when he came into the league? Like, we were really high on Brian Burns. Were we not?
I mean, yeah, he made the Pro Bowl 2 years in a row. Like,
Brian Burns, look. Brian Burns is like, he's not the elite pass rusher, but he's just a step below the tier group. He's not with the Max Crosby, TJ Watt guys. He is a step down. He is a step down, but he is not in the category.
Look how long it took Max to become that guy.
He is like, he is. I don't know.
We get it, but
A minus
was
he's not with the A guys.
Was Max is praised as much as Brian Burns when he was coming into the league?
He had to earn it.
there's a difference between like hype, right? So like when I'm saying like I say underwhelming because there was a hype behind him, and then all of a sudden we saw a decline, and we're just like, all right, what the hell's going on? So you're just like, all right, maybe he was just good for those years.
I'm saying,
that
like,
was it.
1 year, his first year play outside linebacker, then DN, then left DN, then right DN, then DN, then outside linebacker.
He's valuable. We're not saying he's not valuable,
I'm not,
but to the point, to the question, he is not the most important thing they need to really address. They need to do a lot of addressing on the offensive side of the ball.
I mean, it will help to bring him back, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
But if you lose him, it depends on how you lose him. If you trade him, it's great.
I mean, if you let Carolina him go, should try to keep him because they have good DBs, and they need a good pass rush for the DBs to be effective. Yeah. So in a way, yes, you do need to keep them, but that's not top priority.
What's the top priority then? You guys doing? What's the
offensive line?
Take your quarterback.
Chicago Bears keeping Justin Fields would be a mistake.
I disagree on this. And
you said keeping Justin Fields?
Yeah, keeping Justin Fields
would be a mistake. Wayne's going to say I agree because he wants him to be in the black and gold. But non-biased Wayne, I need non-biased Wayne. But I think it's a mistake. I don't think Justin Fields hasn't had the weapons. You brought in DJ Moore, yes, and you see what he has accomplished with DJ Moore this season. DJ Moore had I think when we checked it, week 10, week 11, he had 1,200 yards receiving, something stupid. All right, what you need to do, you need to get him another couple targets. First round, get him another target, and then the rest of the draft, focus on the offensive line. that's the biggest thing, because all in all, that's what's hurting the Chicago Bears is they can't protect the guy. That's why he has crazy rushing stats. So when he played. But I think it'll be a mistake if they let him go. I think you just get Marvin Harrison Jr., rock out with Marvin Harrison Jr. and DJ Moore as his receivers. That would be crazy. You still got, I think Cole Kmet's their tight end, either through free agency or the rest of the draft, beef up that O-line, and then go from there. Last offseason they addressed mainly defense. If I'm right, they got Tremaine Edmonds. They drafted a bunch of people. TJ Edwards. They addressed people on the defensive side. Now to address offensive side, but don't get rid of your franchise quarterback. It's only year 3 with him, right? Year 3, yeah, year 3 with him. That's stupid. Will be a mistake, but all right, that's all I gotta say.
It will be a mistake. You get Caleb Williams. I'd rather miss out on the fact that I'd rather Caleb Williams bust with me, than him go somewhere else and ball out. And I'd be the team to know. I'd be known as a GM that gave up that didn't draft Caleb Williams.
Look, I just think that would be the wrong move. I just think that's the wrong move.
To keep Justin Fields is the wrong move, or trade him?
To trade him. If anything, trade back and keep him and stack up on your picks.
If they trade, I said this so many times before, anybody that draft Caleb Williams.
If they trade, that's fine. If you draft Marvin Harrison Jr. number 1.
If they trade and get Caleb Williams, obviously that's probably the best move. But I'm saying whoever drafts Caleb Williams in top 3 picks are going to regret it. That's
you think he's a bust?
I think he's a bust. Yeah, I think he's a bust. I don't think he's going to be good as everybody. People had Milhomes comparisons. Last
time I heard that, it was Zach Wilson.
No, I can't see it happening.
I don't know, man, Jerry. I see it, man. I think he's really good. The only thing I would say is that he didn't play against the best competition in college. It's a huge knock, but neither did a lot of other great quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson he played against Clemson. The quarterback, like the fact that Jaden Daniels not in the debate, who's been quarterback last year in the college football, he played best competition week in and week out. I think he's going to be the CJ Stroud of this draft, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I think people look at difference like the
Caleb
intangibles.
Was the chosen one. Caleb was number 1 overall pick since he was a sophomore.
Right. You look at intangibles though, because like he got the stature. He's a tall guy. He looks like he's like the perfect quarterback situation. And then when you look at the best quarterback, let's when you look at the best quarterback in the NFL, everybody wants to look at a type of quarterback like that in the college. So who looks closer to Mahomes than Caleb or Jaden McDaniels? We're all gonna say Caleb. But we might think who is the better quarterback. So it's just I think even with the Bryce Young scenario, everybody, because like Bryce Young used to run out the pocket, throw the ball. He was a little mobile. He would do certain things and people are like, oh, that's kind of Mahomes like. Oh, he should be. No, he's not him. He's not that guy. And I think
that's messed up. He was in a bad situation last year. We don't know if he's not that guy yet.
Come on,
he's not better than CJ.
I already know what
happened. I'm saying he's not better than CJ. That's what I'm saying. We all knew that CJ. We all came on here and said CJ was the better quarterback. That's what we see. But I'm saying he wasn't the number. He wasn't QB1. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I just want to say, you cannot base last year's USC team off of Caleb Williams. That team was significantly worse, and that defense was trash. The defense was.
How about the defense? He couldn't beat Utah twice.
I wasn't talking about
Utah was nice.
Williams.
Oh my God, Utah had a good program defensively. Don't do that, Wayne.
Chubbs,
Richardson beat them.
Chubbs, we weren't talking about Caleb Williams. We were talking about Bryce Young. But if you want to bring up Caleb Williams in college, how did this guy not become the biggest flop in college football last year?
Because his defense was letting the games slip. Like anybody that watched USC knew, like if it was a shootout, USC was losing that game.
But we knew that. We always knew that.
But the thing is, he was still making plays, and then people were like, oh, his interception numbers got up. He was trying to win the games, make plays.
So why don't you want to keep Justin Fields? Or why don't you want to draft him over keeping Justin Fields?
Because I think Justin Fields has enough, deserves more time than 3 seasons with the Chicago Bears.
Who do you think is better?
It doesn't matter who I think is better.
Answer the
question. Caleb's better slightly. Yes, I think.
You think Caleb's better?
So if you got to pay Justin Fields in 2 years,
why
not get rid of Justin Fields?
If I'm comparing them coming out,
the Atlanta Falcons are calling for the 8th
Caleb
overall
Williams
pick.
was a better rookie than Justin Fields.
If Atlanta Falcons are calling, say, hey, we got the 8th overall pick for Justin Fields, you're not doing that because you think Justin deserves more time?
The 8th overall pick, and I still got the number 1?
You still got no. Yeah, you still got the number 1.
Then
they're calling and they wanted to trade you the 8th for Justin Fields.
But nobody's giving a top 10 pick for Justin Fields. I don't think. Personally, you're gonna have to put a lot. You have to attach more things.
Let's just say anybody calls you with a first round pick.
These
for Justin Fields.
Organizations too much credit. They will give that shit up.
If anybody calls you if anybody outside the top 10 calls you and say, "Hey, we want Justin Fields. Here's our first round pick," you're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
No, because
what the?
Because this is why I'm not doing it.
Why wouldn't you do that?
You're getting fired. The owner is firing you before
I'm not doing it.
Before you even go up there and say who's drafting number 1.
Basically, you're telling me people want Caleb at number 1. Is what you're telling me. If I can rock out with a guy that hasn't had shit and give him shit.
You gotta pay him though.
Wayne,
Caleb for the next 4 years.
Stop doing this because I know at the end of the day you want him gone so he gets in the black and gold. I don't care about that. If you could trade out of that first round draft, if you could look, if you don't take him at 1, you could trade that first round pick just like they did with Carolina, and they get a shit ton of assets, and then be in a bad situation for whoever just traded for all that. Just like Carolina, you can get the first round pick, second round pick, third round picks from that draft, and your future drafts. It can happen if Caleb Williams is legit. This you can get a boatload for Caleb Williams. A boatload. Caleb Williams way better than Bryce Young. Way better. Coming out. Way better. And you look how much Bryce Young people had to give up for him.
You want to kiss? So you rather keep somebody that you already
I want the Chicago Bears to keep Justin Fields because I think it would be a mistake.
I think it's contradictory for you to say someone's better than somebody and then say they should keep this for.
I'm confused about that. Bro, I am confused about that.
Wayne, would you rather have one person or have ability to get 3-4 people in consecutive years?
They can trade Justin Fields and get multiple.
And what I'm trying to tell you, I don't care what I said with that. What I said was Caleb Williams coming out into this draft was better than Justin Fields coming out. Yes, Justin Fields has 2 years of experience. I want Justin Fields to stay on the Chicago Bears because I don't think he's done enough time with them. Don't cut ties yet is what I'm trying to get at. You haven't put stuff around him to show what he really can be. What do they put around him, Joe?
Bro, we were just talking about Kyler Murray, and you were on the opposite fence on that.
Kyler Murray's heading into year 5, year 6.
But they still never put anything around him. It's the same situation.
Oh, my God.
And he's looked way better than Justin Fields did in his first 2 years.
Why are we getting rid of Justin Fields if we're going to keep Kyler Murray at 5?
Because Kyler Murray
I said keep Justin Fields.
But wait. Kyler Murray looked way better than Justin Fields has looks when he came into the league.
That is correct as well.
Okay. Look at his rosters compared to what Justin Fields has worked with.
And he played better, but also
Kyler had DeAndre Hopkins, and he actually had 1 year. He had a really good Cardinals team.
You called DeAndre Hopkins
went to playoffs.
Lost.
This year, I definitely did. Cardinals, DeAndre was not washed.
Yeah, he was balling, and he got suspended for 6 games, and he lost. And then Kyler Murray lost. Kyler Murray literally had
Justin Fields has not had enough time to prove himself in Chicago to say.
If anything, if you really like Justin Fields, you would want him to get out of Chicago. I mean,
these are facts.
I'm confused on your logic right now, but
let's go.
He's good enough quarterback where you can trade and get more picks.
Let's move forward
with that number 1 draft pick. That's my logic.
Moving to the Cincinnati Bengals. Once T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd leave this offseason, Joe Burrow will be exposed.
I don't think T. Higgins is going anywhere because I heard a rumor they're franchising him. So I think T. Higgins definitely gone. I saw a scenario.
Who's leaving?
Not T. Higgins. I meant Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd's definitely gone. T. Higgins is going to get franchised. There was a report that Bengals do not want to part ways with him. So they're going to figure out some way to make it work. Joe Mixon is gone out of there, though. I saw that. Yeah, he's gone. So, but I honestly, yes, if they were to lose both of them, you would expose Joe Burrow in a way. But I really see what's going to happen is somehow, some way, they're going to keep T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and somehow, some way, Joey's favorite tight end is going to fucking somehow get down in the first round and get drafted by the Bengals at pick 16.
Come on, Brock Bowers.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people got Brock Bowers going top 10. I don't think he's going top 10.
I saw a lot of drafts having Cincinnati select him, and that would be dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. It definitely would be.
So I don't think
I definitely think he's a top 10 talent, but based off team needs, I don't think he's going to go top 10. And he could fall to Cincinnati, but that can also cause Kansas City to try to move up if he drops out of that top 10.
Cincinnati's not trading with Kansas City.
I'm not saying they're going to get it from Cincinnati. They don't have to get it from Cincinnati.
I know.
Cincinnati don't have the 11th pick.
If T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd were gone, though, for sure, it would expose Joe Burrow in some sort of way. But let's be honest.
I disagree.
If they were to be gone, they would find a way to get another guy in there to work with Joe Burrow.
I disagree. I
Because
think
Trent Irwin's not going to do it for their wide receiver too.
I think Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback. I don't have him as elite, bro. But I think he's a great quarterback. So I don't think he's going to be exposed. I think to be honest, I think he probably play better. I'm gonna be real. I think we're probably going to see better numbers from him because they're going to require more from him, especially if Joe Mixon leaves. So I don't think it's going to be exposed.
If they both were gone, I think he would get.
If
they both were gone, I think he would get.
I was just saying with Tyler Boyd gone. If T. Higgins.
Because if you read it, like even when they beat the Chiefs, bro, that was like just bro didn't play amazing. They beat the Chiefs, and it was just petty shit that intercept. The deep Bengals defense. Same thing happened. They played them last time. Bro didn't do anything for.
You know what I noticed though in the playoffs, the teams that do go to the Super Bowls, they're not other than Mahomes. They don't really play amazing in the playoffs. It's the defense. It's the defense. The defense balls out for like every team that I see go to Super Bowl that are in the playoffs. And so yeah, you're right. They just do enough. But Mahomes, on the other hand, he's different breed. But
hey man, next we go to Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson needs to take his team to the AFC Championship, or else it will be a fail.
100%. I agree with that.
And he go to a Super Bowl. He may get paid $300 million guaranteed.
If you're in the AFC, bro, AFC Championship is the only thing I give you.
If I'm paying you 300, if I'm paying you 300 mil,
the Chiefs Invitational.
If I'm paying you 300 mil guaranteed, you better guarantee my ass a Super Bowl ring. That's all I'm saying.
Kansas City is 255. Stop rounding, fucking up $45 million.
Whatever. Hey, playoff incentives get up to 300 in them years, so you never know.
I agree. But he has to take.
I blame Deshaun Watson
to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson is the reason we're in this fucking Mahomes era. He was the start of it all.
Why?
That was the playoff game. Remember the first playoff game Mahomes won? He was losing to Texans, and then he came back and won, and that was the start of the whole.
That was
shit.
a 24-0, yeah.
So I blame Deshaun. Deshaun could have ended this whole fucking thing before it even started.
Dallas Cowboys. This will be Dak Prescott's last year in a Cowboy uniform.
I doubt it.
No, I don't. If they have another repeat of,
and then
he's gone.
Him and McCarthy are out of there.
No. They're not getting rid of Dak. They're gonna do the same thing they did with Romo with Dak. They're gonna keep Romo and they're gonna cycle the coaches. I mean, they're gonna keep Dak and they're gonna cycle the coaches. That's what they did. They're gonna just keep the same guy. Because when you look at what Dak has done, Dak has been consistently the same. He put you those numbers, he take you to the playoffs. He's 20% of the time he's gonna lose. So 20% of the time he's gonna win. 80% of the time he's gonna lose. So I think because we know who runs the team, Jerry Jones. Knowing Jerry Jones, I think most of the time he just wants to be relevant. He wants the Cowboys to always be in the conversation. Once you get a rookie quarterback that cannot, or somebody that's not the same caliber and cannot put up those type of numbers that those guys was putting up in the regular season, he's not gonna like it. And and I don't think he wants to go down that path because he's the way he's been for years now. So we'll see.
You know what, Chili, I had to look some stuff up, and I'm gonna agree with you because Tony Romo got 10 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys. He was winning, and then the 12-3 season was his last year because they were 12-3 and they lost. So I give Dak's going on year 8 next year. So 7 years he's been. I'll give him 3 more seasons. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him 10 years with the Cowboys.
What happened to Tony Romo? When Tony Romo was like, "I'm done with the Cowboys," he retired.
No, he played. He was 2 more seasons, but he was the backup.
Who? Oh, he's back. Yeah, he's back up. That's right.
He only played like 4 games the following season and won the next year.
Yeah, this is, and then also, I can't blame that Packers loss on Dak.
If Dak,
that defense was so bad.
If Dak somehow shits the bed next year and they only win like 6 games, that's a different story.
That defense is not.
It didn't throw a pick 6, but how many receivers was open for Green Bay? They were getting torched. They ran the ball down their fucking throats.
I'm gonna stay.
They were killing them, bro.
I'm gonna stay stamping on this about? That Green Bay has underrated receivers.
Running through them, bro.
Bro, he threw 2 interceptions, Joe.
But Aaron Jones scored 3 touchdowns.
Okay, but Dak still threw 2.
So what?
He kept getting 3 and outs. He wasn't helping them. He wanted to start scoring when the game is out of reach. I
didn't say it wasn't Dak's fault. I said everybody want to blame Dak for it, but nobody want to talk about the defense.
Oh no, the defense gets more blame, but you could blame Dak too. He threw 2 interceptions.
So
1 on like the 10-yard line, and then the pick 6. It was bad interceptions.
I seen people through interceptions and still win the game. So
not in field goal, not putting the team in the red zone. And
but then why they open in the red zone? Why the Green Bay Packers receivers open in the red zone?
Why they start in the red zone?
They got the best DBs out there. Best DBs.
No, they don't have the best DBs. No one ever said they had the best.
Bland was going crazy this year.
He was just like Buddy when he caught all them damn picks. You get a lot of picks, or are you gonna give up a lot of yards? I mean, Bland might be him next year.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna get down to the Denver Broncos. Sean Payton will trade up for Drake May.
Sean Payton is getting a quarterback for sure. I don't know if it's Drake May.
I don't think he's trading up. I think he's going to stay put and somehow maybe end up with Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix.
Bro, if Jaden Daniels dropped to the Broncos,
I think that's what's going to happen. Jaden Daniels to me is a 16 or later quarterback draft pick. Skill wise, I disagree. He's higher than that, but I think he's going to drop. A
little bit more. Wow.
Yeah, he looking for Drew Brees. What are you looking for? Exactly what he's looking for. McCarthy. Hey.
Nah, JJ McCarthy, Kirk Cousins, man.
If he gets JJ, that's not bad.
JJ's not good.
JJ's not a first round draft pick.
I ain't never say JJ was good. I just said it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a start. Now, listen, this is what I think about it. I think
JJ McCarthy is Jimmy Clausen. I just want to make that real quick right there.
Yes, that's exactly who he is. Like,
he's Jimmy Clausen.
Hold on, man. Listen,
you see Harbaugh trying to hype him up? Like, Harbaugh, shut up. Listen, we seen him.
He might be David Carr. Let's be real.
I really think David. JJ, he can be either. He can go
Brady
2 ways.
Quinn, bro. That's who
he can be 2. He can do it. He could be Carr. Or
he could be Zach Wilson.
No, don't do it.
He's definitely Zach. No, he's definitely Zach. He's definitely Zach. I saw somebody said Joe Burrow's just Sam Bradford with better weapons.
But JJ won a championship. How you gonna say that's crazy, man? That's not.
Hey, no.
He's AJ McCarron. That's
Tebow won a championship too, so that don't mean shit to me.
He's AJ McCarron.
But Tebow also won a playoff game with the Broncos.
Against the Steelers. I remember that.
I'm just saying, crazy. Like,
that fake read option.
That boy. I rewatched that, bro. Tebow had the worst throwing motion in life.
He did.
Bro. It was so bad. It was so bad.
You could take 5 seconds and still know where the ball going.
Clearly, we didn't.
So bad.
All right, man. This was Detroit's best shot at a Super Bowl, and they will not surprise anybody next year and will regress.
I don't know about regressing. I think they will be the same.
They'll be the number 3 seed?
No. I think NFC would get better, but they will be the same team.
Well, they have the same seeding, Joey.
No.
So they will regress.
I don't think that's regressing. I think the other teams just
So you don't think they're going to win
regressing would be not winning your division.
Will they win the division?
Yes, they're winning their division. They are. I think so. I know you guys say Packers. I think they're winning division.
I give them a percentage. They're probably
Joe. I need to stand on it. Stand on it. Yes or no?
60% chance that they win it. Yeah, I think they win it again. I don't think the Packers. I don't think the Packers.
Packers gonna lose stuff this year.
I don't think the Packers have enough. Lions still got room to grow. I don't know what they're gonna do in the offseason, but I don't see them getting worse. I just don't. It just because there's not many old guys leaving. There's not many young guys.
They're not spending a lot of money.
So and then the
CJ who?
Carter Jones.
Yeah,
they'll figure something out.
But that's okay. You can live without him. Probably get somebody else. I think they can. I think they can get somebody else, man. They might make some trades. We don't know what the Lions have off seasons.
When they played like half the season without CJ.
That's what I'm saying. They don't.
The defense looked better once he got back.
I mean, yeah, that is true, but they still didn't.
The defense looked a lot better once he got back.
That is
when
correct.
They were on that losing skid. Guess who wasn't playing? CJ Gardner-Johnson.
But why you say they losing CJ?
He was only a 1-year deal.
They can get him back.
That doesn't mean he's not coming back.
He's gonna leave.
I
don't think he's leaving.
I'm telling you, they ain't think he was gonna leave Philly. Guess what? Yeah.
Ain't win.
They ain't win either. What? At least they lost in the Super Bowl.
But the Philly was expected to win. Nobody was expecting Lions to win the Super Bowl.
And that's my point exactly. They will regress. They will not win their division next year.
All right.
So they will regress. They will make the playoffs. They're just gonna be a wild card team.
I have to come back to that after all season, man, because all season teams.
I'm gonna stay put.
But right now, I think they can win it.
All right.
Right now, I think. So
we're going on to the next team, the Green Bay Packers. They're rivals.
That's not a rivalry. Let's not call that rivalry.
The Green Bay be kicking their ass?
Yeah, Green Bay.
It's not a rivalry yet.
It's a rivalry. Yeah. They've been going back and forth the past. Jordan Love will finish top 5 in MVP voting.
Had a good year.
I'm going to say yes, and I think the Packers win 12 games next.
In top 5 MVP voting?
I'm not going to say yes because you still got Patty, you still got CMC, you still got Lamar, you still got Tyreek that could go off, that could be taking votes. So I'm going to say no.
Even though I'm very high on Jordan Love.
And then you still got guys that do the same things he does stats-wise, like Dak that could take away, Josh that could take away. You don't know.
I'm going to say no.
They're going to win 12 games.
Well, we're saying no.
I got you.
The Houston Texans. They are one player away from being true AFC contenders.
The Texans?
No. There are a few players defensively away.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with that. I think they need a couple.
There are a few, not one.
When you mean contenders, you mean AFC Championship?
Yeah. They're one game away from it this year.
That's fine. But no. I think they will lose in the second round. Second round again. The divisional round. If they just add one piece. Like, nah, I need multiple.
I'm talking about one elite piece. Not no regular person. One elite piece, guys.
Like what? Give me an example. I need an example.
You need an example. Let's
say,
but teams don't always got to be an elite guy to be a piece.
Don't tell me Brian Burns. Don't.
Shit, you could get a very good lineman that could be a piece that you needed. Like
offensive lineman?
Yeah, like it don't mean to be an elite guy to make your team a contender.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter is, you need a few for that team on defense.
That's what I think so too. I think coaching is
They could
great.
use a safety. They need a safety. They need
let's say
some linebackers.
Let's just say, some way, somehow, they're able to get one of these two players. If they were able to steal Chris Jones from Kansas City.
Nigga.
I said elite. I said elite. Or Christian Wilkins from the Dolphins.
No, I don't think they'd make them contenders. No.
What?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, bro. Chris Jones on any team.
I know, but I don't think that
Christian Wilkins,
contenders.
He's balled out this year. And that defense was good, bro.
But Joey, this was a bad year for Trevor.
If you get a good nose tackle.
I get you. We're talking about the AFC right now.
Whatever. Yeah, so, yes, you saw what they did to the AFC?
All I'm saying is there's a lot of QBs that were hurt this year that made the AFC a little bit weaker than it's normally. That's all I'm getting. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, just to name two.
You just said Aaron Rodgers. You just said Joey B gonna get exposed if he loses.
He loses one guy, yeah, for sure.
How great is he then? Like we got our guy doing the.
You still got Lamar. You still got Patty. They're still really good ass teams. It's
right,
not
right. Yeah,
I'm talking about them being contenders.
Y'all was in a dog fight.
And then it was a down year for Trevor. Or the Jaguars gonna be down here again?
Y'all was in a dog fight with the Texans.
Wayne, is Trevor gonna have another bad year like that?
We'll get to him next.
Come on, man. And first of all, the Jaguars defense is trash.
Hey, you said dogfight against the Texans? We were whooping their ass, and then they came back first game. Then playoffs, we whooped their ass.
It was I'm talking about in the regular season.
But the last time we played them, which is the most important in the postseason, we whooped that ass.
I bought on the second half, but if they had Chris Jones, that don't happen.
Shut the fuck up.
If they had Chris Jones, did that happen?
They still got the secondary. They still got the secondary that was getting cooked.
This pressure, Chubbs. You saw what happened when you get pressure on Lamar?
Fumble.
Nothing. Turnovers. Come on.
Turns to Josh Allen and
This pod loves to talk shit about Lamar.
Bro, we talk shit about everybody, bro. We were just talking about Josh.
We talking about all these other scenarios, and the Baltimore Ravens scenario just happened to be.
You brought them up.
Will Lamar win a Super Bowl ever, or will he be the greatest one to never? Why are we talking about that?
It was the Ravens.
He's the only two-time MVP in the league that doesn't have a Super Bowl. That's why.
Hold on. It was a Ravens topic.
Yeah, we could talk about what do they need to what's the biggest thing they need?
No, it's called
like Brian Burns.
It's called the harsh reality.
We could talk about Justin Madubuike. No,
it's the harsh reality, bro. Get out of here.
Nobody was talking about Justin. Nobody was talking about.
Nobody talking about fucking Brian Burns.
He's the best player on their team. Like that's why we talking about him.
Is he?
Yeah, yes. Who's better?
JC.
Who?
JC.
No. It's either him or Derek Brown. They're the best players on it.
Yeah,
Derek Brown's
for sure.
He's gonna be there. Next team we're gonna get to Jacksonville, the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson has to produce as well or better than Gardner Minshew, or the Colts will be in key purgatory.
Damn,
that's nasty. I mean, that's
I was
a yes.
being mad harsh on Lamar though.
That's a yes. I mean, obviously he needs to perform well. Like what?
I'm gonna say no.
He doesn't need to perform well better than Gardner to what?
Mm-mm.
That's a crazy.
I'm gonna say no because Anthony Richardson barely had a chance to play before he got hurt, and when he did play, he showed signs of him doing some good things. So he still hasn't had a full season as a rookie. So I think they have to give him a chance to give him a full rookie season without benching him. And we saw what happens when you get a rookie quarterback and you bench them for playing bad. What happens to their mental, their psyche? It changes them. So they have to give him a chance. And what I think they're gonna do. Yeah, I saw this. What I think they're gonna do. I think regardless, they're just gonna ride it out. They're gonna ride it out with Anthony Richardson. And I believe the Colts are high on him, and they're gonna make him play the entire season regardless of his play. I think they want to develop him and watch and see what he does, man. Especially the coach there, man. I think the coach there really likes him too. So is it Frank, right?
Nope.
No, not Frank. Somebody else.
Steichenberg or something like that, right?
No.
He's a QB. He's a quarterback coach.
Isn't head coach?
Yeah.
Steigman.
I said Steichenberg. Steigman.
Isn't his name Frank? First name Frank?
No, that's Frank Wright. You're thinking.
What's his first name?
Steve or something like that.
Steve.
Right? Isn't it Steve?
I don't know.
It's not Frank. It's not Frank. I know it's not Frank.
I thought
Shane
Frank.
Steichen.
Shane. I know his ass. I knew his ass.
Shane. That's what it is. But he's a QB coach.
He was the one who developed Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm saying he's a QB coach. So
That's
I
why
think
I think he's gonna give him time. You know, he didn't really get the first year of him. You saw first year with Jalen Hurts, he was second year he was damn near MVP. But yeah, I agree with this. Next we're gonna get to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville must win their division, or Doug Peterson will be fired.
We're gonna get to Trevor, but that's I guess that really is Trevor, but it is. But
they're not getting rid of Trevor.
I don't think they. No, I don't think this is Doug Peterson's last year when they're losing season.
This is year 3, Doug Peterson?
Two.
Year two.
This will be year 3.
This will be year 3.
Yeah. Next year will be year 3. So yeah, I agree. He will get fired.
Think about it. They blew it. They're supposed to win the division this year. They blew their shot to get in.
I don't know. I think those owners are a little bit different. I think they'll give them a year.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, the Cons are a little different.
I don't see.
They usually let them contracts ride for some reason. I don't know why, but
I just think you got Trevor. If he's not progressing,
Urban Meyer was just terrible. That was just terrible.
If he's not progressing year to year, you fall in the trap of him just staling out. So you have to you got to get somebody that's
Urban didn't get fired for their losing stuff. It was he couldn't people in the locker room did not like him, and he was not meshing with the team.
I get that, but again, if you have a generational quarterback, as they said when Trevor got drafted, if he's not progressing on a year-by-year basis, then you have to do something.
I mean, they couldn't get Calvin Ridley going, and he's gone. He's not coming back.
He's going to get fired, bro. He's going to get fired. That was it. Because when you look at the hype that the Jaguars had this season, it was like, oh, my God, we're getting Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence, he was coming off a good year. We got dude out of there. And we were claiming that the defense was going to get better. The defense looks bad. Trevor Lawrence was not healthy. Let's be real. He wasn't healthy.
Well, Trevor wasn't healthy. Calvin wasn't doing shit. Zay Jones was banged up half of the year. And then Christian Kirk's test school exploded or something crazy. Remember that he hurt his testicle, and then he was out for 4 or 5 weeks.
So my point in saying this is that if you come in next season, your guys are healthy, y'all everybody looks good, y'all did some off-season movements, y'all change some things up, and DeMeco Ryans come in with the Houston Texans again and win y'all division, you're getting fired, bro. You are getting fired. You got Sunshine, the guy that they thought he was the next, the next guy. And then you put some pieces around him. They might pick up a running back this offseason. They were working on the O-line. They might add to the defense. If you don't win this division, you got the Colts, Texans, and Titans. All those three. Before this year, the Texans was a top 10 pick. Before we knew what we saw, say CJ Stroud was gonna be lit, but before CJ Stroud came and did exactly what he did, it was Texans still need a lot of work. We had them going into the top 10. So now Indy. Now you got Indy with Anthony Rich, all young quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence is the oldest quarterback in that division, and you can't win. And that team is the most, the most battle tested in that division as well. Most experienced. You can't win the division out of them? Nah, bro. Get out of here.
Agree. All right, next we're going to get to the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs need to keep L'Jarius Sneed and Chris Jones, or they will not sniff the AFC.
I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah, me neither.
I think you maybe could keep one and still potentially make it because your quarterback is Patrick Mahomes.
There's only one that you can keep, and you go back to AFC Championship, and that's
you got to keep Chris Jones.
If you let go Chris Jones, the guy in the middle that causes so much disruption.
Sneed was locks.
Sneed is a lock. They need to keep both.
It's not. They're not going to be able to. I'm telling you.
Why
they not going to be able to?
They can franchise Sneed and then hey
Jones. You already know both. Jones is getting top 2 money and not 2 potentially because he's that great.
Bro. They're going to keep
L'Jarius Sneed earned top 5 money from his playoff performance.
They're going to franchise him. I'm telling you right now, L'Jarius Sneed's getting a franchise.
He's not going anywhere.
He's the one person I know for sure is not going anywhere. He's not going to franchise anywhere. Going to franchise. Chris Jones, they're going to get. Patty and Travis are going to restructure their contract at the signing.
They're going to get. I mean, there's not much restructuring on Travis' contract because he don't get paid that much. Let's be real. He's like, he's pretty much taking a pay cut. But Patty is definitely going to restructure, and that's the reason why he signed a 10-year, 10-year contract?
Yes, they can always restructure.
Right, exactly. So, like, they know what they're doing, bro. They keeping both of them, but I can only say, I don't agree with that statement. But, because you said or. If you said and, they lost both of them, I would agree with it. But, if they keep
no,
Chris Jones,
they need to keep and. Oh, so you're saying I said either or? I said keep and. They need to keep Sneed and Chris Jones, or else they will not sniff that.
I don't agree with that.
I still don't agree with that. I think they could keep Chris Jones and still go. I think if they keep L'Jarius Sneed missing that middle, go. I think if you missing that, bro, I don't think you know how important it is to have a D tackle that can ball out like that.
I know how important. We have a D tackle in Baltimore that can ball out. Got 13 sacks from there. I know how.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know how it is.
That.
We need to sign Madubuike. I know how it is.
He's good.
Yeah, I mean,
he was All Pro 1 this year for 2. So, come on.
Question.
13 sacks.
I love how Chris Jones is nice. I will never compare Chris Jones to Aaron Donald.
I was about to ask y'all, who do y'all have as our number one?
It's AD,
but it's still
AD. It's not even mentioned for me. Chris Jones is amazing, and I don't even put him in the same cat. Is Chris Jones a gap? So is Aaron Donald a gap? Chris Jones, and then it's a huge gap. Everybody else.
It's a huge gap. Then Christian Wilkins.
Like Derrick Brown, please just.
Nah, Derrick Brown's lit.
All right. Let's get to the next team. The Raiders won't have a great season on purpose. 2025, they're starting.
You think they're tanking? No, I don't think that.
They can't do that. If it comes out that they're tanking on purpose, that's a fine. That's sanctions. Everything.
No, I think they're just not built for that. I think the coaches.
They take away picks way. They've done that before.
More importantly, Shedeur Sanders will be their starting quarterback in 2020.
I disagree.
I think they're the second best team in the AFC West. They're better than the Broncos and the Chargers. I don't know why you're looking at me like that.
No, the fuck they aren't, bro.
What are you talking about?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't trust the Chargers, and I definitely don't trust the Broncos.
They are. Oh my god!
You said they're better. You said they're the second best team in the AFC.
Are they not better than? It don't matter.
Hey, spill my goddamn water with that shit.
It don't matter.
My goodness.
Hey, I don't believe in the Chargers, and I definitely don't believe in the Broncos.
Who defense is better? The Raiders or the Broncos?
That's tough because PS2 might not be on the roster this off season. He's a trade target.
Say PS2 still on the team. Who defense better?
It's close to me because Broncos have better secondary.
Broncos have better secondary. What else does
Raiders have the
better?
Raiders have better pass rush and D line.
In
my opinion. And linebackers, it's like same.
They just have Max Crosby.
That's the only Raiders defense have.
Let's just say Max Crosby. Let's just say Max Crosby.
We're not gonna disrespect.
They just got Max Crosby.
We're not gonna disrespect these guys. We're not gonna disrespect these guys.
Come on, man.
They only got Max Crosby.
I got to look at both fronts now because
I might give you the Chargers just because the Chargers defense didn't look good. I feel like they have names that should look good, but they just didn't look good. I don't know what Staley was doing over there. But I think the Chargers defense should be a better defense.
I'm looking at this.
Sometimes coaching.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I'll put you in that.
Nobody on that team.
I can't think of the D line on the Broncos.
That D line isn't good either. But again,
it's
they
not.
have two amazing people in the secondary.
Yeah, they do.
All right, man. Let's get to the Chargers. Harbaugh's first season will be a disaster due to current cap space.
Yes.
What's a disaster? We gotta understand. What's a disaster? Disaster is like what? Not making the playoffs?
Less than 7 wins.
I just want to say, Joey, these names I'm looking at. Yes, the Raiders have a better pass rush and D line, and probably
stop separating. It's the same shit. Pass rush, D line,
and better linebackers.
The same shit. Like,
and better linebackers.
It's the same shit, Chubbs.
All right.
They got him on the secondary though. I'll give him that.
All right, for sure. But what we say, Chargers. So less than 7 games. I'm gonna disagree with that, man. I think they're gonna win more than 7.
They'll win 8 games.
I got them winning 5 games.
But they could get some things going. Who knows?
You don't like the Hardballs, bro?
I think Khalil Mack's getting released.
They have to release a lot of people in order for them to be better in the future.
So Joey, I got a question for you now.
Other people.
There's reports that Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa could be cap casualties. Those 2 guys are off the team. You think they're winning 8 games, 7 games?
They're gone. Mike Williams is gone.
I heard Bosa might link up with his brother, and Chase Young gonna be out of San Fran.
That's stupid, bro.
Yep,
that would be stupid. But if
got so much money,
they're gonna drop a Chase.
Stupid, bro. Like what? They probably, bro. I don't know how they cheating, bro. But if Khalil Mack and Bosa gone, I don't have them winning more than 7 games. So I actually probably would agree with that if they are gone. But so far on the roster, they're still there.
1 for sure is gone. 2 might happen.
Get to the Los Angeles.
I feel like ever since Khalil Mack went to the Chargers, I barely heard it.
He balled out this year, though.
I just barely hear people talk about it.
Yeah.
It was
it's just because he's on the Chargers.
All right. Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay will retire after this.
McVay's not.
I don't see. I like a lot of people are bringing up that McVay retiring stuff,
along with Arizona.
Nope.
I don't see. I see Matthew Stafford retiring. I can see it. I can see Aaron Donald retiring. McVay. That's hard for me to believe. If McVay is going to leave. McVay. Oh my goodness! Oh, slam buddy.
That's a great pickup block right there.
If we want to be real about it, McVay is the most successful coach out of all those coaches. And I think he wants to keep that going, man. And I don't think he's gonna. McDaniel, all those coaches that got head coaching jobs. Shanahan, McDaniel, some other group, LaFleur. He's the most successful out of it. Yeah, he went to 2 Super Bowls and he got 1. So now Shanahan went to multiple. He just lost them all. But also we have to think about. I don't know, man. I think he has a legacy. I think he still wants to keep going. I don't know.
McVay's not retiring, dude.
He's a young guy, man. I can't.
His wife would not allow him to retire.
I can't see him retire. If he retired, I was
like he wanted to retire this past year, and the report was she basically told him no.
That's crazy.
And he did it. She wants to travel the world.
Why she can't travel when he retires?
I mean, she probably could, but I think she likes going to games and shit. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Like being a coach's wife.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see him retiring. Matt Stafford's gone though after this year for sure.
All right, next team, the Dolphins. Tua will get paid, but it will be the downfall of the team.
I'm gonna disagree. Yeah, contracts are getting crazy for quarterbacks, but vice versa, devil's advocate. Caps are going up still in the next couple of years, still going up. So I don't think it would be a downfall because at the end of the day, if you're paying and you know that that guy is your franchise quarterback, now I'm not what I mean by paying. I mean like paying. I'm not meaning the paying that Daniel Jones got. Daniel Jones got like the mid level max contract for the mid quarterbacks, like the 30. That's what mid quarterbacks, their starting quarterbacks are going to get from here on out, like 30 mil.
Again, Daniel's
Whatever. He's not getting paid like Lamar, in my opinion, and Patty and all them. It's different when you look at it in a way. I disagree that it would be it's going to cripple them because at the end of the day is if you got your franchise guy and you know it's your franchise guy, you can't let that guy walk out the door. Now, granted that we've had discussions about maybe that this guy shouldn't have been your franchise guy to begin with. Should have been Justin, member over the years. But at the end of the day is he just had a whole year healthy. He proved that he can finish a whole season. And he still put up the stats. Yes, they didn't win the more important games. Granted, got to correct that. But it won't be a mistake. It won't cripple the team. Because all these quarterbacks, any team that's successful has a franchise quarterback that's getting paid. That's just a God-given fact.
Not the 49ers.
That's the rarity. That's like the rarity.
Not the Green Bay Packers.
Joe Burrow.
Jared Goff's not even getting paid like that.
Patty Mahomes. Lamar.
Jared Goff ain't even getting paid like that though. Like Jalen Hurts just got his contract because he wants to.
But I'm saying people are getting paid now.
It's like going to be the downfall because if you pay
it's a norm.
You can't pay Christian Wilkins.
That's not true. But
it's not true.
I understand what you're saying. I understand. We can pay Tua and get Christian Wilkins, but I do agree with that statement.
I'm Dolphins to assign franchise tags until he proves to me.
I'm tired of us paying quarterbacks off of 1 year. Like, yeah, you had a great year, bro. That was amazing, bro. Yeah, I get it. We didn't get a playoff win. You balled out. You lead the league in passing. But we had you for 4 years. Right? 1 year doesn't make up for the other 3 years. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. So I think what Tua should do. I can't see what that's. Just read it.
Caleb reportedly does not want to play for Chicago and doesn't want them to pick him up. Williams would like to play with either the Commanders or the Raiders.
Oh, he already said that. He said he don't want to go to Chicago.
So I know we're in something, but let's just backpedal just a second.
Who reported that?
NFL rumors. Question. Knowing that he doesn't have the desire to play in your city, why take that risk?
Well, if it's true and he doesn't have the desire, then you draft Drake May.
Justin Fields going to Pittsburgh. All right, okay.
But nah, it cripples, man. I think it does cripple our team. We under the cap. Above the cap, we're on like 40, close to 50 mil in negative cap space. So I think paying Tua is going to cripple us for some time, man. And we're not going to be able to get some key pieces to put around him. And let's be real, if there's not key pieces around Tua, he's not balling. He's not. So if he wants to win, he needs to take a pay cut. Like now. And that will set us up for the future. And I don't care if we pay him this year and then we win next year, yeah, great. We got one Super Bowl and we win. I guarantee the next years after that, we're going to be trash. We're not going to have room for anybody. We're not going to have room for anything. And this is what I really think they're doing. They're trying to sell out like how the Rams did, right? Rams got a dub out of it. I don't think they're going to get a dub out of it. I'm going to be real. It's my team. I don't really think they're going to get a dub out of the things that we have been doing and paying to a large amount of money will be the next step of us doing the wrong things. And I like them. We should keep them. Don't pay them. No, don't pay them.
All right, next. Justin Jefferson will request a trade this offseason
if they do not keep Kirk Cousins.
Oh, he's gone. Justin Jefferson's out of there, man. He's gone.
If they do not keep Kirk Cousins,
I heard Kirk don't even want to go back. Kirk apparently wants to go to Pittsburgh.
Listen, Vikings are moving on. Vikings are drafting a quarterback. The Vikings are drafting a quarterback. Kirk Cousins is not their guy. That's not it. Justin Jefferson asked for Kirk Cousins to come back and keep the team as a passing team. Right? So now that you say that, you think that's one of the reasons why they didn't keep Dalvin Cook?
Maybe. But I'm gonna tell you something. A wide receiver should not have any control of what type of scheme and plays get called. You can have a say in who you want to throw you the football, and that's where it ends. You should not be like, I'm not going to sign if we're not a passing football team. That's some bullshit. You have no control over that as a receiver.
What if you lose them? What do you say to yourself?
I mean, that's some diva shit. You lose them, you lose them. But my thing is, you're not going to go to a team like, for instance, say you went to Pittsburgh or went to Dallas or went to a team that runs the football and they win games. You're not going to just come there day one be like, you know what? I'm the fucking wide receiver one. We need to pass the ball more. That is not your job.
But they're not winning.
But he'd be going into a winning spot. He'd be getting traded to a winner. I don't think he'd be traded to some.
NFL players don't choose where they go when they get traded.
I get it.
They just get traded.
I get it.
Like I don't know if he's getting traded to a winner. Like we don't know that. He could, for all we know, he could go to the Panthers. Panthers like, yo, we're gonna give you some future picks and some guys. To get it.
If they had them,
I said future.
Shit, hey, Bears. What's up, man?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, like they probably.
You trade the number one overall pick.
Hey, you want Caleb Williams
for Justin Jefferson?
For Justin Jefferson.
Hey, you know what? I'll take Justin Jefferson. I'll take your first round pick. I'll take your first round pick and your second round pick.
You get the ninth pick. You ain't getting the first pick.
The number one overall pick for Justin. No, you gotta give me something else with that.
Yeah, give me Justin and Jordan.
Something else. I can't just give you like one because we're talking about even though I'm not high on Caleb Williams, we're still talking about the QB1.
You know what I would do?
QB1s are
what I would do
in the NFL draft. So.
Give me Justin and give me TJ and a pick, and we could talk.
TJ who?
Hawkinson.
I forgot he's on that team.
Put him at tight end.
I don't need him.
Yeah, put him at tight end with Justin Jefferson and DJ Moore.
I got Cole Kmet. I don't need a trade.
2 tight end set with Justin Fields. What?
Y'all ain't getting that first round pick. I would hung up with him. And I need 2 firsts. They had to give it 2 first round picks to get. The Panthers had to give 2 first round picks up to get, and they sent DJ Moore. Same shit.
I mean, but the Dolphins gave up what? Dolphins gave up like 2 first rounders for Tyreek.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, 2 first rounders, a second round, something like yeah. No.
A wide receiver shouldn't have that much pull and say in the offensive coordinator / game plan. You can say some shit about your quarterback.
He would have pull on certain teams because there's nobody else on that team to tell him no.
I mean,
who else on that offense is gonna tell him?
He's their superstar. I get it. I get it. He's their superstar.
Right.
He did it with the right people.
The next person's
That's
TJ,
what
and then
he
the next
did.
person besides Kirk would be Darrell at the left tackle. That's the most
TJ
senior
don't
people.
have. We know TJ don't got that much pull as Justin Jefferson.
No, he just got there. He
Yeah,
got there last year.
All right. Next, New England Patriots. Mayo will exceed expectations, and Patriots will be in the playoffs.
He'll exceed expectations in terms of wins, that more wins than last year. I believe, but they won't go to playoffs. Hell no. Would they win like 5-6 games this year?
No, they're not going to exceed expectations.
I agree. I think they will exceed expectations, but I don't think they'll get to. I think they'll be in the hunt. Because the defense is still going to be good. Defense is still going to be good. Christian Gonzalez will be back. Judon will be back. Missed them for the majority of the season. Easy.
Their quarterbacks still suck.
They have the third pick.
They're drafting one. They're drafting one.
They're probably getting Marvin Harrison Jr. though. That's what.
I don't think they're going to draft the quarterback.
They're drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. in the second round. They'll get a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting
Spencer Rattler. I'm joking.
Like Spencer Rattler, he might be nice.
No, yeah.
First of all, he progressed when he.
He did.
All right, next team.
The senior bowl.
We got New Orleans Saints. There will be a mega sale on all their assets.
It should have already started last season.
That's where the teams that's like
getting older, just hanging around, getting older.
They have no cap space either.
They got Camaro who's just getting older. They got Cameron Jordan who's just getting older. They got Matthew who's getting older.
They're in limbo. It's like they're just going out there to play football.
They're playing good, but they're just older guys. DeMario Davis is getting older.
It's like I forgot what they call them, man. I forgot what they call them, man.
AARP.
But like they're just going out there, bro. They're like, bro, y'all trying to hoop today? Like, yeah. That's what it looks like to me.
We talking about Uncle Drew jogging down the bus. Hey, you trying to play basketball? About to go get some young bloods.
Right. Oh man.
They're the elders of
Swear.
I admit.
But nah. Yeah, they should
be goddamn.
I think they will. Though. I think they will.
Quarterbacks old. Receivers are getting old. Well, one receiver getting old.
I think they're good. They're in that moment of let's start rebuilding.
They need to.
So yeah.
All right, next team, New York Giants. Daniel Jones will get Brian Daboll fired.
No, Daniel Jones is gonna be out there before Brian Daboll's out there.
Nah, I think they're gonna fire Daboll before they get rid of Daniel Jones. Because I feel like for them to pay Daniel Jones, they had to get the okay from somebody. You'd be like, yeah, he's our guy.
I don't think Daniel Jones was ever like Daboll was ever like, oh, that's my guy.
So why you paid him?
Nobody else was there.
Listen, man. We seen people walk away.
I'd rather play with Danny DeVito.
That's what Joey Chubbs is a terrible GM. He will stick with the bullshit than try to go and find the next young one.
Bro, I would let him go pick up a free agency and pick up a free agent.
Tyrod Taylor look better than Daniel Jones.
Bro, like
I know.
And I would, they just spent so much money on Daniel Jones, bro. Like I'm not paying the man $40 million a year to be trash. Like I'm not doing that.
So
I'm letting him go.
But you're paying $40 million for Kyler if he's trash.
Kyler's not trash, and he's not.
I said if.
Is Daniel Jones as good as Kyler Murray?
He is not. But I'm saying it doesn't matter. Skill level between the two.
Chubbs,
it's the level of play they play versus other teams. That's all I'm saying.
Chubbs, that is it. One guy's better than the other.
W's and L's is all I care about with quarterbacks right now.
One guy is better than the other. You pay people. You don't pay people. You pay people for
to win games.
No, you pay them for potential. I pay you for 7 years because in 7 years, for these next 7 years, I think you're going to be great because of what I'm seeing today. That's why Kyler Murray got paid because he showed them something. Daniel Jones was
what did
running
Daniel
his
Jones have
ass off,
that year?
and
He
they
got paid.
paid him $40 million a
See what he got
year.
paid.
Like what?
Let's
He was
see
the
what
leading rusher for the Giants. Like he wasn't throwing the ball. Like I didn't understand it. He was the best dual threat last year.
They were 9-6-1 and went to playoffs, and he was
Oh my goodness.
threw for 3,200 yards, ran for 708 and scored 7 touchdowns rushing and 15 touchdowns passing with 5 interceptions.
Did you watch the games? Did you watch Giants games?
No, I don't watch Giants.
All right. I watched Daniel Jones play.
I've
I
seen
don't
Daniel
watch
Jones
the
play.
argument. Daniel Jones is ass. Like I don't know.
I know. All I'm saying is
I think the comparing to Kyler Murray is so fucking disrespectful.
they both haven't had shit though, except for he had Saquon and Kyler got DeAndre.
Saquon and DeAndre is
different but same in terms of production.
It's not the same.
If somebody look better than you, I'm not paying
yards.
somebody $40 million to look worse than the guy I'm paying less money. I'm sorry, can't do that.
Yeah, if there's a guy sitting behind you playing better, why am I paying you $40 million?
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
All right, man. Let's get to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers' experiment will be a disaster, and they will not make the playoffs.
I agree.
I disagree.
I agree with that.
They're making playoffs this year.
I agree with that too. I think it's a disaster. Their roster isn't really that. I mean, like, I think Salah would be out of there. I don't think they're gonna be that good. Their own line is not gonna be able to improve. Garrett Wilson is not enough.
Did you see what's happening? Their O line is definitely going to improve.
Is Bakhtiari at age 37?
Yeah, he's going to play for the Jets
at age 37
and be better than the left tackle they currently have. Yes,
only one spot.
Yeah, the rest of the O line is trash.
They still got Elijah Vera Tucker,
he's good.
When healthy, he's good.
The other 3 spots are
Akai can never stay healthy. I agree. But other than that,
you don't have money for the other 2 positions.
In draft, you can find linemen.
Who else? Who was the other receiver other than Garrett Wilson?
Nobody. Randall Cobb.
They picked up old.
They don't know why. I don't know why they picked up.
They picked up. That's why it's gonna fail. They did anything Aaron Rodgers wanted them to do. It's gotta be Braun.
Yeah.
No, I think they're gonna be fine. I think they're still gonna be a playoff team.
A playoff team? That's crazy. I don't see it.
I think they finished 3rd in the AFC East.
Yo.
All right. Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles will return to the NFC Championship.
No.
I don't know. This is the only team I feel weird about. I don't really know what happened last year.
They were 11-0 and then just crashed.
I don't really know what happened.
I'm going to say this, and it might come
I feel like he lost the locker room at one point, but that's just.
They're gonna have a type of Tampa Bay Buccaneers situation. They were very competitive, and they're going to be a competitive team, but they're going to be like a 10-7, 9-6, maybe 11-5 team every year, or 11-6 team every year. They'll make playoffs. I just don't see them being a favorite. I think they're going to be losing.
I disagree. I think they'll be back.
But wait, think about it. I mean, you're talking about next year.
I'm like, next season they'll be an NFC champion.
I mean, you don't know who's their center. You don't know what Jason Kelsey's.
I think they're gonna. Then they draft a center that he liked a lot. The center
he plays right guard right now.
All right, he's gonna move to center because he's retiring.
Kelsey said he's coming back.
That's what he says. I don't know what he's going to do.
Either way, they're going to be fine. Kelsey mentored this guy. He's told him to get this guy because he wanted that guy to replace him when he.
But I also think Kelsey's coming back. But I don't think Kelsey is leaving.
And they're going to come out to prove something next year. And I think Nick Sirianni is going to be more focused in as a coach. I think he kind of cakewalked this year. And now he's like, oh shit, we're not as good as I thought we were. So let me get back to being the fucking coach. I think he took what they did the year before.
He took his foot off the gas, brother. That's what happened. They was in cruise control,
because they were winning, and as soon as everything got winning, they started to snap out of it. It was too late. You let all the bullshit that was bad happen because you guys were winning. Can't get out of it.
Because all I was saying last season was like, bro, this team is too good to be losing. Like, it's like when you look at the roster, it's just too good to be losing. And we know Nick Sirianni is a good coach. We know he's a good coach because he's come out and he's
turned them around. He turned that. He turned the team around.
Exactly. So I think also losing their defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator also played a part in that. But they're getting rid of those same guys that they got last year. They're getting rid of those guys, so they're getting new guys coming in. So I can say, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Because I think a well-disciplined Eagles team can beat a Lions team, can beat whoever else is in the NFC, Cowboys. Yeah, well-disciplined. They're focused. They're plugged in. They can go back.
All right. Next team. Pittsburgh Steelers. If they do not change their quarterback situation, they will finish below 500 for the first time.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not ever going to bet against Mike Tomlin to stay above 500. I've done it past 2 years, and he keeps saying "fuck you" to me. So, yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's an easy no, bro.
It's a yes for me.
That's an easy no for me.
It's a yes for me. The locker room was lost until a change was made. You come back this year with Kenny Pickett being your starting quarterback. The locker room will be lost from training.
I mean, you can't come back with Kenny Pickett as your starter.
That's why I said if they do not change their quarterback position, they will finish below 500.
But it was changed because Kenny was healthy and they still
Mason Rudolph, man.
Kenny was healthy, they still didn't put him back in. So I think it's changed. I don't see why you would start him again next year after.
So you think if Mason says they come in the season with Mason being the starting quarterback?
Yeah, why not?
You gonna come in the season.
You know how the
Ryan being your starting quarterback. Ryan's gonna be starting quarterback.
So what? He sucked. He sucked. Nah. He was trash, bro. Why would you put him back?
Just be ready, Wayne. It's not gonna be Justin. It's gonna be Ryan or Kirk.
I already said that.
Man, Kirk is good for y'all.
Kirk has said that he wants to play in Pittsburgh if he's not in Minnesota.
Kirk is good, and Kirk looks like a Pittsburgh guy.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he should be wearing a jersey.
He does not win big games.
I'm talking about just the person.
Bro, that offense will be so electric though, Hank. The offense will be 4,000 yards.
He's gonna throw 3 picks in the AFC Championship. I'm gonna be pissed.
Look, I'm not saying y'all gonna win a Super Bowl with Kirk. Like, y'all not winning.
But he's throwing for 4,000 yards, easy.
Nah.
But he's your guy for now. He's your guy for now. That's it. Not everybody can get a Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Hey, just let me know. I'll send you the Kirk Cousins edit over right now in the Pittsburgh Steelers jersey.
Give me Russell Wilson or I riot.
Oh, you want Russ? That's crazy.
All right, man. Next team we go to, we got a couple more teams. Who is San Francisco 49ers. Kyle Shanahan will be fired after not making the NFC Championship.
Oh, I disagree. They're gonna keep Shanahan. They like Shanahan.
He ain't going nowhere.
I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's like a guy he's like Harbaugh. Doesn't matter how terrible you do.
I think if they lose in the first round.
If they lose in the first round, I don't think they're gonna lose in the first round because they're gonna be probably the first seed next year, I think. So if they go to first seed and they lose first game, I still don't think they fire him. I'm saying he's like Harbaugh, bro. It doesn't matter how bad you do. They're gonna keep him, bro.
Only one there. Seattle Seahawks. Mike McDonald will finish with 11 plus.
No.
Nah. I don't think so.
I don't think that Seahawks roster is that good.
I mean, once you get guys got them finishing. Actually, I really think they could finish with 11 wins. Of how good he's going to make that.
There you go, Wayne.
Kirk
Cousins.
It's not about that defense, man. It's about the offense. I don't think they're going to be that good. I don't think the offense is that good.
You don't think the offense is that good? You don't respect Geno.
I don't.
I
don't.
I think they're in the same boat at wins-wise this coming year.
I agree. Subs like around 9-8. 9-8.
Mm-hmm.
9-8, 8-9.
Respect Geno, Joe. We're not going to stand for that.
They'll be like a game out of the playoffs.
So does Geno Smith disrespect?
They got the Rams.
It's not disrespect. I'm just being real.
They got the Rams and 49ers in that division.
Okay.
And the Rams made the playoffs this year.
And they got Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but I didn't say the Cardinals, so because they're not as good. But this is the year they're supposed to make it to the playoffs. They couldn't even do that. And what do you think they're going to add to make that team better, other than coach? I don't see it.
What draft pick?
I don't see it. They have to get rid of Geno.
They're already keeping. Yeah, stop disrespecting Geno, bro. I don't like this.
They have to get rid of Geno.
Why? What's wrong with Geno?
He's not gonna win you a championship.
Do you think they're a championship team right now?
No, what
quarterback makes them a championship team?
With that team, he's not gonna win them a championship.
What quarterback makes that a championship team?
We haven't seen him yet. I'm be real. We haven't seen. I could put Josh Allen and Josh Allen on that team. They're contenders. I can look at them as contenders with Josh Allen on that team. I can look at. I'm not going.
Right now, they got them getting Newton from Illinois.
From where?
Newton from Illinois.
I don't know, man. There's also contingent on Kenneth Walker staying healthy. There's also the old offensive line isn't bad, but they're not great. And then also the rookie receiver is nice. Jackson Smith, Jason. Is it Jason? I thought it was Jackson. Jason. Okay. Like he's nice. Obviously, you got someone there. Tyler Lockett, he's getting older. So I feel like he's gonna be on his way out in a couple of years. And I think Jason is gonna take his spot, and DK is still there, but I don't really who their tight end is Noah Fant. Noah's nice, but where we ranking Noah in top 10 tight ends? He's not even top 10.
He's not even top 20.
I don't see it, bro. They're not that good at offense. I told y'all they had a good year, and that's all we were gonna get from Geno. That was it. And I honestly think that good year was the effect of Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's not there. You need a quarterback whisperer. Who's your quarterback whisperer over there? How is Geno going to still play on the same level that we saw him play 2 years ago? So, I don't see that happening again with Geno. No disrespect, but Geno's always been that same player. Well, what he's giving us, he's been the same guy. And just that year was just spectacular. So it's like, oh, he coming back and doing it like that. It's not. I don't think that team is good enough to get 11 wins.
All right.
But also I have to see the schedule.
The Bay Buccaneers will win the division again. Baker will.
I'm not gonna say a definite division, but I think Baker is gonna resign back there. Saw him talking to Steve Young, and a video clip that wasn't supposed to
Resign to
be.
who? Go where, Chops?
He's going back to Tampa. I don't know if they purposely try to get it like picked up on the mic, but it was like a little commercial, and they had like I guess the video still going, and they heard him talk to Steve Young, and basically Steve Young was like, "You found a home over there," and, that's what he said, and then Baker was like, "Yeah, we're just missing a few things." Like Baker was talking like about Tampa, so I think he wants to be back in Tampa, and I think Tampa wants him back. So I don't think Mike Evans is going to be back there, but I think he's still going to be a Buccaneer.
I only think Baker Mayfield would be back because he's not expensive. That's the only reason I think he'll be back. He's not expensive, and there's nobody else. Unless they go after Kirk Cousins.
Tennessee Titans. I think they will win the division. Tennessee Titans. Will Levis will produce a top 50.
No.
They will finish with 5.
You said top 10?
15. No.
I was on. I'm gonna say yes.
I don't think it's gonna be 15. 15 is too high.
I'm gonna say yes. You're gonna have a Sam Howell season.
I'm gonna say yes. I was about to say that. Literally about to say that. I was gonna say yes, but I think he wins more games.
How many games do you give them?
I give him 7 to 8.
Next, the final team. We're finally here. Dan Quinn in his first season will lead the Washington Commanders to the playoffs behind the arm of Sir Caleb Williams.
Hell no.
No, they're not going to playoffs. They'll be the third team in that division.
Hell
Washington
no,
Commanders,
man.
You heard it here first, will win the division.
What?
Crazy.
Crazy.
The Commanders will win the division next year.
I didn't know what you smoking on.
Caleb Williams, you are incorrect about it. He will have a great season, win Rookie of the Year, and he will finish.
You think Caleb's going to win Rookie of the Year?
Have weapons at his
if he goes to the Commanders?
Yeah. That's why Cliff Kings have weapons at his disposal. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. They have $82 million in cap space. They will beef up that offense. Got a nice running back duo behind. A lot of money. They will end up lead to Dak Prescott. Now let's go.
Bro, I honestly think Caleb Williams is going to be one of those quarterbacks that come in and play for like 3 or 4 years, and we never hear about him.
Bro, you really think that down about him, bro?
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. That is the end of the episode, man. We went through every team, told our harsh reality. Some fans will be happy with us. Some fans will not. Hey, catch us again on Friday. Fellas, you got anything I want to say to people before we head up out of here?
I'm sorry, USC fans. You guys probably hate me.
Caleb fans are definitely not a fan of you. What the fuck does that guy know?
This is why some people shouldn't have podcasts.
I heard that before.
They need to make mics more expensive. All right,
man.
Next time.
They need to start locking the mics up in a lockbox at Walmart.
But that Julio take, I felt like it aged well, man. Felt like it aged well.
You think he's not going in the Hall of Fame?
Hell no.
That's crazy.
All right, man. Till next time, my name is Dwayne. I do what to do. Like, comment.